It's day 4 of World Swiss Stage with coverage brought to you by you. I'm joined right now by FBI as well as DeMonte. DeMonte, what do you do at NRG? You do something, right?
Just a little bit of everything. Make
Okay.
myself useful where I can be.
Okay. So like getting them snacks and taking
Giving
out the
them
trash.
massages.
Oh, okay.
Just
You have to hold the mic up like this, by the way.
some
Yes.
some pep talks.
Okay, pep talks.
Yeah,
okay.
that's what I get paid for.
Okay. And you're moving the microphone while you're talking, and your audio is going to be modulating in and out. Anyway, whatever. So, FBI, you just played a banger game. Now, I can hold the microphone. You just played a banger game against Mad Lions. What was it like for you in that game back and forth? There was so much craziness.
Yeah, I think the game was pretty back and forth, like you said. I think we were pretty in control after one mid-team fight, but then kind of got caught, and I think I played the team fights pretty poorly individually, and I don't know, it was a fun game to play at least.
I think there were 3 Barons over the course of that thing. Am I right? Because I think there was. Am I correct, DeMonte? It was like you guys, then them, then you guys again.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you keep? I like that you don't even remember. How do you keep? How do you keep your mental in a game like that where it gets so swingy back and forth? You're just like, well, you're taking it one step at a time.
Yeah, well, just with the Baron point, I think it's pretty funny because I was on Reddit while I was on the way here, and I saw that JDG finishes the game in 2 minutes on every Baron, so that's pretty funny. But yeah, I don't know, you just keep like a good headspace, even if you lose a big team fight. Obviously, the game is not over, as you can see from the game we just played, and just focus on the next team fight or next play.
If you face JDG at some point in time in this tournament, is it going to be? You're like, okay, they got Baron. We've got 2 minutes. we got to finish this.
I mean, I think it'll be a miracle if we can survive for the 2 minutes.
Okay, yeah, very good. DeMonte, what was it like for you being backstage? Well, actually, what's it been like for you being backstage for all these Worlds games?
I mean, honestly, being backstage at Worlds is a lot different than being backstage in like LCS.
Yeah.
Because I mean, this is like my second year coaching now. But watching these games, especially this Mad Lions game, is just so stressful. I'm like so drained, and I didn't even do anything, just like watching.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah. Okay, so you now head off to we don't know what. You'll face some team, possibly T1, who have previously faced both other North American teams. So I feel like the narrative will somehow guide, Riot scripting this shit. You can tell they've got one of their refs just like, oh, I just happened to pick this one. No, but are there any teams in particular you're hoping to face in the next round?
Do you know who's available? I know the T1, G2.
Yeah, T1, G2, and then there's one more. Mark tweeted out, so I can pull it up, I think. But where is he? Yeah, so between T1 and G2, which one of those 2 would you be interested in while I find the other one?
I would probably rather verse T1 just because I think they're really insane players, and ultimately I think if you want to make it to the quarters, you're probably going to have to verse a very good team. So I'd rather just verse T1 now, and then in the 2-2 phase, like whoever's left is whoever's left. But yeah, I have a lot of respect for T1. I think it'll just be fun to face them.
How about LNG? Because they're the other option.
Yeah, I think all Asian teams are honestly extremely good at this tournament, but I think we actually have gotten a lot better, even though that game just now that we played might not show it. So no matter who we face, I think we will have a good chance.
What's it been like for you, DeMonte, preparing these guys for these types of Masters, especially whenever oftentimes there's such a short period of time between the time when you find out and whenever you have your opponent? I guess that'll change going forward, but...
I mean, something that NRG has that a lot of other teams don't have is just a big coaching staff. So we always do our own prep before the players even talk to us. It helps a lot having a lot of opinions, and like ThinkCard is really good at delegating everyone to do like certain things and just like making sure we're not wasting too much space because it could be a lot of voices talking. But I mean, honestly, just the prep that we can do is really nice with all the different voices we have. We have a lot of ex-pro players, people who've been coaches for a while. It's like a lot of good ideas flowing.
Yeah. You told me before the interview that you had seen some G2 video that you want to talk about.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a bit of a switch up, but anyone watching this interview, I would recommend you go watch this LEC video. I think it's called G2 Prepare for Worlds.
Okay.
But in the video, Caps like says a kind of iconic line to me that like inspired our whole team because we watched this video as a team. And Caps kind of, in the video, he goes like, he's talking about the difference between mentalities for Eastern teams and Western teams. And he goes like, at first everyone just started saying, oh, solo queue is useless. And then he goes, oh, now everyone thinks scrims are useless. And then he goes, oh, Doublelift says that spring is useless.
Yeah.
And like, it really inspired like a lot of us on the team to like kind of shift our mentalities while we were here, just watching that video. And like, I just want to like say like, G2 is definitely leading the Western teams to try to change the way that we think about how we play at Worlds and what we do all year.
Yeah.
And like, I just want everyone to go watch the video and like really reflect on like what the West has been doing the last couple of years, because I feel like a lot of the time you come to Worlds, you don't expect to beat the Asian teams, but that's not right. Like, and like what Caps is saying is like he wants everyone from day one in spring, take scrims more serious, take solo queue more serious. Obviously, things are not great, things are not perfect, but excuses will only make things worse. And like, yeah, the video was just very, very powerful.
Yeah. That is far more earnest of a story than I thought you were going to be memeing. You're like, oh yeah, G2 like shit on us or something. But no, that is really, really cool to hear. I've not seen the video yet, so I need to go back to find it. I will hopefully link it in the description if I remember, or in the top comment, so people can do that. But yeah, did you sounds like you had a chance to watch it as well?
Yeah, I did also watch the video, and I will say I also got really motivated when I saw G2 vs Weibo Gaming, because it shows that, honestly, we are able to beat these Asian teams. We just have to be willing to put in the work that they do and have the right mentality. And yeah, I really respect G2 for like their mindset and just the way they carry themselves.
Well, I like to hear this. Normally there's just a bunch of trash talking between EU and NA, but it's great to hear you guys have great things to say about them. So is there anything that either of you would like to say to any of the fans back home?
Yeah, to all the fans watching us back home, if you're supporting us, thank you. If you're not supporting us, thank you also, because it fuels us a lot. And yeah, hopefully we can make it out of the groups, and we're just going to be going in guns blazing, playing every game with our heart out like we always do, and we'll see where we end up.
Demonte, anything?
Fuck yeah, the boys.
You can check out the rest of my coverage of all things Worlds right here on my YouTube channel. Thanks so much for watching that interview. Fudge is walking in right now, so I got to interview him instead of this outro. But the video is brought to you by you. I'm trying to tell them that they should support me because I
support Travis Gafford.
Yeah, because I don't have a sponsor for this one. So
this is my 6th interviewer of the day.
Jesus,
we're going hard in the content zone.
Yeah, I mean that's what you got to do.
That's what you got to do.
That's what I'm doing.
Save North America.
There's a link in the description if you want to support the channel. There's a bunch of different ways to do so.
You have to support the channel.
You don't have to. If you're not financially capable of doing that.
Fair enough.
Yeah.